What's up, guys? It's Thursday, I think. Doing some more work. I don't know if the previous video helped you. Awesome. I'm gonna do some more work now. We're gonna take off the, what do they call it? The fuel pump door, fuel door? Yeah, we'll go with that. We're gonna take off the fuel door, and then we're gonna see pretty much the easiest way to take off the antenna up top. So that's what we're doing today. I was just kind of outside. The weather's way better than yesterday. I think it reached like 100 degrees. It's weird. But today I was just working on the rearview mirrors here. Two different methods, I guess, that I've seen online on how to wrap a rearview mirror. Well, this is the first method I did, which looks okay, but this is actually one piece and then another piece, and then there's another piece on the front that kind of holds it all together. I haven't used it before to do it in 3 pieces. I did it that method to see if it would kind of like hold better, I guess, but as you can see, it did end up pulling anyway, which pretty much could have been due to pretty much could have been caused by not post heating and overstretching. Probably will be redoing this one. I redid the passenger side one, which I think it looks a lot better. I did it as a one piece, and it did take a little bit more time to kind of form over the cap, because these mirrors don't really give you a lot of space to wrap around. I don't know. There's a way to do it, but this one I did in one piece and it looks much better. If the one piece method holds better than this one, then I'll obviously be fixing this one too. So that's what I was doing out here. Enough yapping. Let's get started on the fuel door. All you're gonna need is, well, it's a Volkswagen, so you're gonna need your Torx. Get a Torx screwdriver, Torx extensions. It's just one little screw, and I'll show you right now. Okay, so you're gonna unlock your car and pop open the gas cap, gas door, fuel door. Yeah. Okay, this is primarily the reason why I wanted to show you guys how to do this properly. If you pull too hard on the door, it's flimsy and will break. That's a little JB Weld. It looks pretty messy, but it is working. This thing is like $100 and something to replace, and it's because it's a full assembly, and I'll show you how to take it off. All you need to do is take that screw off, which I think is a T25, so I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, it's not a T25, it's a T20. Next thing you do is take off your gas cap. This piece will be attached to, well, there was a hole here, it's no longer there. Pop that right off, this comes off. The way to do it is to get, I guess, some needle nose pliers, or just get a little pick and pull this gasket off the actual tank, and then this will come out. Alright, so I just kind of ran a pick around the outside of the gasket here. And just pull this off. Alright, with that free, there's going to be a little plastic tube right here that also comes out with it, but now you're able to remove the assembly. So you just pull, and then this all comes out in one piece. There's your little drain tube, and now your gas cap is free. Reinstallation is simple. Just remember to guide that tube into that hole right there on the frame. I'm gonna slide the door piece in first, and then you're gonna just kind of push the rest of it in. Real easy. And that's it. You just push this back, put your screw back on, and you're good to go. Okay, grab a pry tool and get into the rear passenger seat. Okay, in the rear passenger seat, you're gonna need to remove some things in order to access the antenna, the actual nut that's holding the antenna on. With the pry tool, you'll also need a crescent wrench or an adjustable wrench. I'm not sure of the exact size of the nut, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like anyway. All right, so first things first, we're gonna need to take this off. All right, so we're gonna take this out. Okay. Okay, with this thing, you do want to pry on these clips right here, 1, 2, and then 2 more on this side. And then this will pop down, and then there's just 1 little connector, and then it comes off. All right, you got a nice little hole here. Next, you're gonna take, you're not gonna take these off, but you're gonna pry them off. I think it's just 1 clip, let me see. Yeah, there you go. You don't need to take these off. You just wanna pop them loose, that way you can move the headliner. Do the same for the other side. That's all you really need. All right, that's what it looks like from the back. That's what's holding it onto the car, that clip right there. Those on both sides loose, and with the dome light removed, there are 3 more kind of baby clips that hold the headliner up on top. There should be one here, here, and here, but you're not gonna be able to see them, so you're just gonna pull down on the headliner itself. There's 1. There's 2. 1, 2, and 3. So now with these loose, you're gonna pull down and you'll see the nut on the antenna. All right. It's probably not the best view, but you see the nut right there? Let's see. I'll zoom in on it. This is the nut you need to take off. That's the one. It's probably a little loose already. Yeah. See, I didn't tighten it because it was a pain to put back on. But that's the nut that's holding your antenna. You can squeeze your hand back here. You can, if you had a wrench, you can just break it loose, and then you can just remove it by hand. And that's all that's holding the antenna. From there, just pull it up from the top. There is a wire it is connected to. All right, and that is the switch you will need to disconnect for the antenna. With that switch disconnected, it's just a little push clip off. Once that's removed, you could pull the antenna out from the top. To reinstall the antenna, you would run it down the same way. You don't have to worry about positioning it. It's there's a square hole on the roof that it sits in perfectly. The only problem is when you try to put the nut back on, the antenna is going to want to move from the top. So what I did, I had somebody hold the antenna down from the top, just kind of put pressure on it, and then I went from the back and by hand put the nut back on and just got it pretty much hand tight. That's pretty much what I did. You can get back in there if you want, take a wrench to it, tighten the hell out of it if you want. Just remember to reattach the green connector switch when you're done. When working with the headliner, don't be afraid of pulling on it. You might think it's going to crease or it's going to wrinkle, but the cool thing about this headliner is once you release it, it goes back to normal. No creases, no wrinkles, no anything. Just make sure your hands are clean, that way you don't get any stains and whatnot up there. I'll probably get another view of the antenna. I'll see if I can slide my camera in there, and that way you guys can see it. And that right there, that's the nut that you'll need to remove, and that is all that's holding the antenna, along with that green connector, which you will need to disconnect before pulling the antenna out. You might see one of these. This is holding the antenna switch on. It's just a little button you just pull off. Just yank this off gently, it will come off, and you'll be able to disconnect the antenna switch. Obviously when you reinstall, I guess it's up to you if you want to put this back on. All right, I'm gonna reassemble all this now. All right guys, that's pretty much it on the antenna removal and install. If you have any questions, again, let me know and I'll help you out. All right guys, to the next one. Give this video a like and subscribe for more content. Peace.